Welcome to Discover the Upper Cumberland, where we explore and uncover what's incredible about our region of Tennessee. I'm your guide, Celeste Flatt-Bennett. Technology has opened new horizons in our world, but sometimes we need to step back and enjoy the original, natural horizon that brings such amazing beauty. There is a place deep in the forests of the Big South Fork that gives its guests the opportunity to literally unplug and enjoy a much simpler way of life in an incredible setting that invites peace and rest. Charit Creek Lodge.
So we're at Charit Creek Lodge, backcountry wilderness lodge, nestled in a beautiful valley on the Cumberland Plateau. I discovered Charit Creek Lodge in 2009 and came down for the first time and saw what a beautiful place it was and decided that I wanted to be involved. We don't have any electricity at all, so we depend on gas lanterns and kerosene lanterns in the dining room. You know, I think it's important to keep the rustic nature of what the place is. It's the mission of the National Park Service, and this, you know, the people that run this park, they want to keep this place in a historic, rustic setting with no electricity and nothing going, no motors. They hear nature, you know, and they hear water, birds and crickets and frogs and all those things versus, you know, some type of media or something buzzing. And I think that's what we hear most is how peaceful it is and how tranquil and people comment on it first thing they say. And there's certainly a transition from TV and internet and lights to nothing. I knew what I was getting into. I knew there'd be no electricity and prepared for that, and I've kind of sculpted my life to be able to live without electricity. There's plenty of electricity in town when I go, so I think it requires more planning a lot of times. You know, when I do make my trips to town, I have to be sure that everything is charged, and I do the things like, you know, check my cell phone and return all the emails, you know, make sure my phone's fully charged that I can't use when I get down here. So there's just a lot more planning involved. We've adjusted, my staff and I have adjusted pretty well, and I don't know that I'm anxious to return to electricity. You know, I like it. I like the rustic nature. I like going to bed with the sunrise and sunset. I think that's kind of the way it's meant to be done back here. I think any time's a great time to come to Charit Creek Lodge. Spring and fall are definitely our busiest times. You know, I think the leaf changing season speaks for itself, and then as the forest grows back in the springtime, it's a really great time. For those that like winter time, it's an unbelievable time to be in the Big South Fork. Probably my favorite time is the winter time. Our main business is overnight accommodations. People come in, people hike in or ride horseback or bike in and stay the night. They receive dinner and breakfast. And our food, a lot of our food is grown here on site in our fancy garden, and we cook everything from scratch. The food is off the charts delicious, scratch made by a chef. And vegetables grown by a master gardener. So I think that kind of puts everybody at ease, and they find out our qualifications and our skill level for doing what we do. For some people, it's a challenge to come here to, number one, do the hike, to leave all the things they're used to behind, to not know how they're going to be entertained, And those things are put to rest pretty quickly when they figure out that we've thought of everything. You know, we tried to make sure that there's no times when you're wondering what should I do next or how do I get this done. So the topic of conversation is how beautiful the park is and what a beautiful setting that we're in, all the beautiful buildings. The hikes are amazing. My personal favorite and most folks' personal favorite is the Twin Arches Loop. The arches speak for themselves, largest twin arches east of the Mississippi. So that really is my favorite part of it. So all the sandstone rock formations and there's water everywhere you go. I think that's what people notice, and I think they love it. Don't be afraid to unplug. I mean, I think that some folks are afraid to leave their phones in the car, you know, and afraid that they're going to be bored. And I just have not experienced that from our guests. I think a 2-night stay is the best. It allows you to get down and enjoy the first day and the second day to truly get to relax without all those modern conveniences in the way of that.